Hello there, friends. Gina Scalpone here. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Welcome to Ask Me Anything. Today, I'm going to be coaching Lori on a few questions that she had about running her business. So I hope you're excited. Lori, when you get here, let me know. Just say I'm here and I'll bring you on camera, or you can say, just ask to bring yourself, request to be brought on camera, and I'll bring you on. Lori, are you here? We are going to be talking about friends. I'm going to tell you what we're going to be talking about. Lori is new salon suite owner and recovering from some major surgeries. She needs to get up and running, but she's moving slowly and wants to bring in some customers. She has 3 customers right now. So basically her question is, how do I start or build my business from scratch? So Lori, when you're here, let me know. I have some ideas. I have some suggestions, and I actually have some follow-up questions I'd like to ask you. So let me know when you're here. Who wants to know about how to start from scratch or how to build your business? Let me know. Tell me, give me a thumbs up in the comments if you're like, yes, I would like to know how to build my business. I would like to know how to start from scratch. Tell me in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. Lori, when you're here, let me know and I will bring you on camera. I know Lori's not the only one starting off new. So you might have moved across town. You might have moved like an hour away. Maybe you had some time off because you had a baby or you had surgery like Lori had, and she's got to work on building up her clientele. Lori is a very seasoned stylist. She's been doing hair since the 80s, so she has the expertise, but now she's starting over. Okay, I'm going to ask to bring you on camera, Lori. Woohoo! Send you an invite right now. Hello, Lori. And let me know, can you hear me? Can you see me? Got my headset in, so it's very clear, hopefully. Let me know. Looks like you're coming on live. Hello, Lori.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
girl, what's going on?
Hi, I'm good.
Awesome. How's your day going?
It's going pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for being my guest of honor, my featured guest, Lori.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate you so much.
Of course. And you were just at the masterclass series a couple weeks ago, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, great. So we've been in connection. We've been talking. We've been in private messages, and all that good stuff. So it's good
Yes.
to see you face to face, Lori.
You too. And I love it too. I mean, it's exciting. I like your attitude. You got a good
Thank you.
attitude. Yeah.
What was your takeaway from the masterclass series? I know we messaged a little bit, but share with all the folks here inside this group. What was some of your takeaways from the masterclass series a couple weeks ago?
Well, first of all, I need to rethink, you know. That's what I had to do. First of all, rethink, because everything you said had something that needed to be adjusted of what I was doing. And one good takeaway was upsell. Well, take time out and set your week was the major one. And I said I'm gonna do that tonight. I didn't do it yesterday, but I'm gonna do it tonight. Set my
Great.
week today. I said at least if I get it by Monday, I still should be okay, right, Gina?
Yeah.
Okay,
You do it
yeah,
how
okay,
you do it how it works for you. I'm just making the
okay,
suggestion, do it on Sunday, but do it how it works for you. But just
right.
do it in advance before you start with the client so you can get yourself thinking forward and being prepared and seeing how
Hmm.
you could upsell. I'll just share that with anybody here who hasn't seen it. I recommended the masterclass series on
Hmm.
Sundays. Look at your week in advance. Who could you upsell a product to? Who could you ask to take before and after pics? Who could you get back in your chair that you know is due for an appointment? Look at your
Okay.
week and get it kind of organized and scheduled, whether it's
Uh-huh.
something personal wise or professional wise. So that's what Lori's referencing, and that really helped you out then, it sounds like.
Yeah. And then I had a lady that was new Saturday, and I did say, oops, I got to get my before and after picture.
Yes.
I did take that, so but I don't know how to just post it just yet. But I
Great.
did take the before and after, and then I did do my upselling, like I said, that too, and she will be back in 2 weeks.
Great. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of you.
Yeah.
So the before and after pics, you're going to be like, I always say this to myself, I'm like a squirrel gathering nuts.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to take all these pictures, you're going to get this content, and you're just going to save it in your phone for now.
Okay.
until you, or wherever you took the picture, if it's the iPad or whatnot, just save it until you figure out how to get your strategy, your marketing strategy in place. So
Okay.
just don't worry about posting it. We just want to get it, because when
Okay.
you are ready to get your marketing strategy, let's say it's showing up on Facebook 5 days a week or whatnot, you're like, oh, I got all this content. I got videos, I got pictures. So the
Okay.
fact that you got in that habit and already did it this week when the masterclass series was just recently, that's
Okay.
amazing. This is a good
Yeah.
habit we want to keep you in.
Okay. And just keep taking the pictures and stuff, and then after a while,
Yes.
then we'll kind of know when I should put it out there. Okay.
You'll get inspired. You'll get ideas. You'll either learn from me. I can tag you in a few podcast videos. I can tag you in other Ask Me Anything videos. You'll start figuring out. But right now, don't get overwhelmed with that. Just start collecting the pictures, the
Okay.
content, and then we'll get to the next part next.
Yes, it was very very inspiring, and also to hear the other ladies come on and share, what they learned, and what how it was great for them too. It gives us something to look forward to, since I'm just like I said, a baby, really, just getting back out here. So yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you're a newbie, but you're a very experienced newbie because you've been doing hair for a long time. You're just
off and
starting
on since
over again.
'88. Yes,
So it's kind of
yeah,
like, I think other stylists who have just joined Glamhairus Academy or haven't, same thing. They're like, I've been a stylist for a long time, but I'm starting
hmm
over. Or I'm just a brand new stylist. I'm only doing hair for 6 months. So it's
okay,
across the board. But a lot of these strategies I share can be implemented specifically for you at your journey. If you're showing up
okay,
on social media 5 days a week, well, then you're just going to amp up your game. If you're never on social media, then you're just going to start on social media. So I'm just
okay,
using that as an example. So
got right,
these ideas and strategies can be applied at whatever area you're at in your business. So you're not too late. You're not doing it too slow. You're not you're not brand new necessarily. You're just
uh,
changing the way you've been thinking about things and applying things differently to your life and to your business. And in the end, you're going to be a happier stylist. 1, 2, you're going to be making more money. 3,
okay,
your clients are going to be happier. Because like you
right.
just said, you upsold something to a client. Can
Yeah.
you talk me, did you upsell them getting them booked for the next appointment? Is that how you upsold to them?
Well, actually, I did a upsell on the deep conditioner.
Awesome. Love that. And normally you wouldn't have thought to suggest that, but because you went through the masterclass series, you're like, well, this would be a good client for a
It's
conditioning treatment, and you did it.
needed deep.
Okay,
And
great.
then I said, well, and when you come back in 2 weeks, we can do an a hot oil treatment.
Love it. Because if they love
Right.
the one
Yeah.
service, they're going to love another. And they're ready in
hmm
your chair. It's
hmm
7 times easier to sell to an existing client than it is to attract a new client. So
hmm
what I teach in my programs and what you learned in the masterclass series in that short week of training, we
hmm
can upsell to our current clients. But it's upselling for us, we create more income, all that, but it's more value to them. So if we have a service or a product that we think would be valuable to them, it's
hmm
our job to tell them about it and
hmm
ask them to book an appointment for it. So
Yeah.
this is good. This is why you want to get organized at the beginning of the week so you can see who else you can upsell to or provide more value to by actually talking to them when they're in your chair, sending them a message in advance, or maybe just following up a week later and say, it was great to see you. Why don't we get you back on the books for a blowout next week?
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. That sounds
Okay,
good.
yay. So
Yeah.
your specific question for today was, you said you're a new chair renter, so you're new at owning your own business. You're
Mm-hmm.
recovering from some surgery, so you need
Yeah.
to get up and running, but need to be slower.
Uh-huh.
But you still want to bring in some customers, and you have 3
Yeah.
customers right now. Basically, how do I start or build my business from scratch? Is that pretty much it?
Yeah. It's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Actually, this Saturday gave me 4.
Woohoo! We're celebrating every new client. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
This Saturday gave me 4.
Great. I
But
love it.
but this one is because one of them is just like a curl, which is like something that you do every 2 to 3 months or something like that. And then he's not like all the way persistent like every 2 3 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, but he still is a customer. So it's like I got
great.
so but with this lady coming Saturday, they gave me
Great.
4 people. And so I'm just trying, and you also was saying something about consulting, like with your client, like talk with them, kind of
Mhm.
find out things about them, or I did that too.
Great.
I did that too Saturday because she was new, so I really was zoning. It helped me to think more out of my head from what I would do. It helped me to do more than what I
Great.
would have think. You know what I'm saying? You do it and you just get them in, do what they say they want, and you just kind of go on. But you help by having that class, it just made it. And then your inspiration is just like, wow, it just kind of make you think, and I can hear you in my head already. So yeah.
I'm there with you at the salon every day,
Right.
Lori.
That's what
I'm
I'm
right
saying.
here. Like Angel or the devil, I'm not sure which.
Not just
That's great.
angel, not the devil. You won't give me no extra money.
Okay, so
I
this is
know.
so good. So it helped you, the masterclass series helped you strategize when before you would have just been A, B, C, or
Uh-huh.
in for the cut, do the cut, leave. So this is good. We
Uh-huh.
want to forward think. I teach strategies. That's, if you can't tell, where we're going to talk
Mm-hmm.
about today,
Okay.
strategies. I can't tell you exactly how to run your business. I can suggest ideas. I can
Mm-hmm.
suggest strategies. I can share examples of what's worked for me and my students. And this
Mm-hmm.
is just for you to think about. I just taught group coaching inside the Glamhairus Academy, the new crew that just joined. There's 15 of them. And people were asking about pricing and price increase. Some of the towns, how do I know what to tell you what you should charge? I've never been
Mm-hmm.
to your town, but I can tell you
Right.
right now, you're probably not charging enough, especially because you're asking about it, one. And two, a lot of us creatives don't charge enough. Not only hairstylists, makeup
Mm-hmm.
artists, photographers, people. But I always use the idea, the strategy is, if you're not whatever you're doing right now regarding pricing, charge more. So there's just one. And two,
Okay.
if a dentist or a doctor could charge high pricing, they're an expert in their field. Why can't we
Uh-huh.
charge high pricing in our field? Because we're
Right.
creatives, because we
Mm-hmm.
love doing our job. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
someone else that is not in a creative job doesn't like it, but they charge a lot of money. Why can't we charge premium pricing and love our job and provide excellent services to our clients? I
Yeah.
mean, there's no, so you know what's right. So again, I teach strategies and ideas, but it's up
Uh-huh.
to you to implement as best as you see fit. And
Yeah.
also it's about like a little bit of learning and growing. So you might try this strategy. You're like, oop, that didn't really work out. Maybe this strategy is better. So these are
Okay.
things I just teach strategies. And then you guys, ladies and gentlemen, as business owners, you implement where you see fit for your personality, where you live with your clients and the services you offer. So
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
cool. So, okay, so your question is, how do I start from scratch? Well, congratulations. First of all, start at opening your own business. You're a chair renter,
Mm-hmm.
so you own your own business now. That's amazing. I
Yes, I
love
got my
that.
own little suite. Uh-huh.
Great. So the good
Yes.
news is learning and implementing how to market your awesome business online can be done from the comfort of your couch. So you can rest your body when you
Okay.
need to, recovering from
Uh-huh.
the surgeries while you're marketing your awesomeness online
Okay.
on free platforms like Facebook and Instagram and whatnot, while you're building up your clientele. So
Okay.
that's the thing. Like these ideas and strategies I'm going to give you today, you might have heard some of them before or not, whatever. But I'll give you a few ideas and strategies, things you can start on tomorrow. So when you're at the salon and you got 3 clients and then you have a break, you're going to sit there on your phone. You're going to get to work on these ideas and strategies, or you're going to try
Okay.
to start implementing.
Okay.
Okay, so my one question for you was, were you an employee or booth renter before? This is the first time you're doing it, and you've been a stylist for a really long time. So that was one thing I didn't know, but I had in my notes, and you've clarified. You've been a stylist since '88, so for a long time.
Off and on. Well, off and on. I've been doing a lot of mostly. Well, I put it like this here. About a few years ago, I was in the salon. I had started my business, and then I got sick, and so I shut it down. I had it up running for 1 year and a few months, and I totally shut it down. But at the same time, I was able to come back, and I didn't want to let that stop me. So I pursued to continue, open back up the suite and I got in there right before the guy sold the last suite. So I was like, okay,
Great.
that's like confirmation to me.
And the
And
nick
so
of
then,
time.
yeah, in the nick of time. So, yep. So
Great.
now I'm like, trying to mostly, just get people, and not let
In your chair.
in my chair. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, and then in general, I know you want people in your chair, but if we have clear goals, then it's a little bit easier to, as you heard in the masterclass series, a little bit easier to really fine tune those goals.
Okay.
So what, in regards to goals, filling up your chair, how many hours would that be, or how many clients a week would that be? Do you have any specifics on that? Or is it making X amount of money, not that you have to share the dollar amount,
Okay, gotcha.
per week, per month, or per year? Do you have any specifics on those goals? If you don't now, that's okay. I'll ask you to work on that exercise and still give you ideas, but I'm just curious. Do you have clear goals on what that looks like?
Oh, not totally all the
Okay.
way. I was my main goal. Well, my peak for right now is make sure I cover my booth rent.
Okay. Do you know
You
how
see,
many
that's
people per week or how many booked up days or hours that would take? And again, you might need to figure it out. Like you might not know. I'm putting you on the spot
gotcha.
right now.
Okay, I will do
Is,
that. Okay,
okay, cool.
I
So you're not
I
totally
will.
sure.
I would need to totally figure it up as far as if I
Great.
had. Okay,
Great.
yes.
So the
Mhm.
first thing is with any goal, I know you're asking me like, how do I get clients in my chair? How do I start from scratch? That's
Mhm.
very general, but I want to, and I'm going to give you some answers to that. But first I want you to think about, and again, I'm putting you on the spot. So just think about this after we're done with this call.
Okay.
How many, like whatever that, let's say it's $100 a week to rent a chair. How many
Uh-huh.
people would it take to get in your chair to get that $100 a week covered? So that's something for you to think about and just take notes on, like, okay, you know what I mean? Like if it's $400 a month, I need to make $100 a week, and how many clients would that take per week, or how many services or which services would it take? So I want you to be clear on your goals. And for anyone else here who's watching, the clearer you can be on your goals, the easier it is to get there. And think about, like, if you wanted to lose weight, you're like, I just want to lose weight. That's it.
Uh-huh.
But if I said, Lori, do you want to lose 10 pounds? Do you want to lose 20 pounds? Like, what is it that you want to lose? If you had 20 pounds, then we could backtrack. On average, it takes like 2 pounds per week if you do this exercise and eat this type of food. So we need more goal specific. So work on that when we get off this
Okay.
call. And
Okay.
anytime you're trying to do something different, try to get the goal very clear, and don't get freaked out about, like, oh my gosh, at first I want to make $100 a week and now I want to make $300. Don't get perfect on it. Just set
Okay.
a goal, put it out there. You can fine tune as time goes by. But as you saw in the masterclass series, I had a whole day on goal setting. I'm very particular about goal setting. I want everyone to
Uh-huh.
have goals. So not only big picture goals like 10-year goals, but for right now, just bite size, like for the specific question that you're asking for you and your specific scenario.
Okay.
So that's the first thing.
Okay.
And it can be, like I said, it can be days per week, money per month, whatever it is. So you fine tune
Okay.
that. And
Gotcha.
then what I have a question for you is, what have you been doing so far that's been working? Like, what got you these handful of clients in your chair? Was it random? Did you do something that you're like, oh, this really worked? Like, what got you them in your chair already?
Okay. Well, before now, I literally would pass out a few cards when I go out, when I get
Great.
out to the grocery store or
Awesome. So
go to the
smart.
clothing store, or
Love it.
or just be out at the
Love it.
restaurant.
Great.
I would just pass out the card, and with the
Great.
pandemic and everything, I just
Yeah.
recently started back trying to put it in people's hands. So
Great.
the other day, and also I just started part time. When I feel up to it or when I want to go out, I just signed up to also part time for DoorDash,
Oh,
just to
great.
try to bring in a little bit of extra to
Supplemental
try to
income.
cushion
Yep.
cushion a little bit to get myself up and going.
Great.
So
Perfect.
and that's how I got her. I got her from when I picked up an order
Love it.
with DoorDash, and I seen her, and I forgot to give her the card at first, and then she came outside and get ready to
I
get in her
love it.
car. And I
Great.
actually, do you mind if I give you a card for hair? Because I do hair. She said, oh, no, okay. So, yes, I
Great.
did give her a
So your
card.
eyes are open. You're like, okay,
Hmm.
I'm making these cute business cards. I'm having them in my pocket wherever I go, where I feel like someone might be a good client or compliments me in my hair or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'm giving them a card. I love that. So
Yeah.
you're strategically forward thinking already. I
Okay.
am going to
Forward
teach you how to
thinking.
do it online, but you're doing it when you actually go out into the field, when you go
Uh-huh.
to the grocery store, when you go, deliver the DoorDash. So this is good. So these strategies and ideas I'm going to share, now this is another way to do it. So you can do it
Okay.
when you're out in the field with the public,
Okay.
and then you're going to
Uh-huh.
do it online as well. Okay, so
Okay.
that's another thing I wanted to know. And then my last question for you is, before I share my ideas, are you showing up regularly online to promote your business? If so, what's your strategy? If not, do you have specific questions regarding this? I want to answer your specific question. I don't want to be so general. So are you showing up online to promote your business? If so, what is your strategy? And then if not, what questions do you have about showing up online to promote your awesomeness?
Okay. All right. So no, I'm not. I did put a card out there and on Facebook, and I don't
Right.
even see the card out there no more. I don't know
Okay.
how it got taken down.
Okay.
But literally, I am not actually. I was trying to wait a little bit until I felt like I was. I felt like I was like a little bit more ready to like go, go all the way out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a lady to call me to get that third lady to call me to get a haircut by seeing my card at the laundromat. I
Love
just
it.
went in the laundromat, put my card up, and
Love
so
it.
she did that. And after she did that, I said, well, and because I want to do a mixture.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a mixture. I don't want to just do my kind of hair. I want to do
Mm-hmm.
mixture.
Okay.
And so,
Great.
so the third lady, she was, like I said, she was a haircut, but she was a different type of hair. So,
Great.
I mean, hair is hair, but we know what I'm saying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so,
For sure.
what I want to, but no, I'm not showing up online yet. That's something that I'm gonna
Okay.
need help with,
Great. Okay,
to
cool. So
get
we're
that
starting
out
from
there.
scratch with this. I just want to know where we're starting. I didn't
Yeah,
know if you
starting from
did
scratch.
some
Yes,
things that worked or didn't do some things that worked, because then
yes.
I'll coach differently if you have done things and they've worked or you haven't. So we're starting from scratch. I'm going to just break it down real simple. And for anyone else watching, I want everyone else to think about this. Anytime you're back in the business of doing hair, but some people are actually been doing hair for 20 years, book solid, but they're new to actually showing up online. So this
Mm-hmm.
strategy is going to help across the board. It doesn't matter where you're at. Maybe you're promoting new services, maybe you moved across town, maybe you're a veteran stylist, maybe you're a new stylist, who cares? So this strategy will work across the board. So I like that you're kind of starting from scratch, and you
Mm-hmm.
know it's important, and you know showing up places, dropping off your card is important, but you're like, hey, I think I need another strategy as well. Help me
Mm-hmm.
with my online stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
so what platform do you think that your clients are on? One, or two, what platform do you like the most? Or it could be one and the same, or it could be different.
Okay. Well, I think that I was thinking probably go with Instagram.
Great. Let's just start with Instagram. You can see how this goes, and when I teach you the strategy, you're going to rinse and repeat for a different platform. So
And
let's
what
say
about
it's,
Facebook?
well, so this is the thing. People ask me all the time, should I show up on Instagram? Should I show up on Facebook? Great question. What platform are your clients on? And or what platform do you love? Me personally, I love Instagram. If everyone took away all my platforms, I do Instagram. My ideal client is on Facebook though, so I show up on both. So there's that. So just something to think about. But let's just
Too.
use Instagram as an example, because I want to give you like bite-sized pieces of things you can do and start implementing tomorrow. So we're going to use Instagram. How many days a week are you comfortable? Like, you give me a number that you feel will be realistic. How many days a week are you comfortable and you know that you can actually show up on IG?
One.
Okay, great. So one. So you're at zero, but now we're going to one. So this is good. So
Okay.
one day a week. Do you know what day that is that you know you're like, you know what? This is the day I know I don't have clients. I don't have to do my DoorDash thing. My family leaves me alone. Like, is there a day of the week that you know you can get your post out there?
I can do it on Monday.
Great. Okay. If you're taking notes, put Monday, Instagram. Okay, cool. So every Monday, you're going to show up on Instagram. Now, do you like, what's something in your brain already? Because I want to just see where your brain's at. What's something that you would think, this is a good thing I'm going to post on Instagram? Like, what's a one topic or an example of something you're like, this is what I like to post, or this is what I have posted, or this is what I want to post on Instagram?
I have to set up an account.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you're not, okay, cool, great. So let me give you a
Okay.
few ideas. Okay, great. So a few ideas and suggestions. I think it's obvious that we're going to post about our hair services, right?
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
we're hairstylists, so we want to post hair services. So I
Uh-huh.
want you to make a list of all the different things, topics is the word, not things, that that you think would be a good idea to post on Instagram to get people to want to engage and book an appointment with you. So here are a few examples. It could be a before and after pic of, let's say, a keratin treatment, a before and after pic of like a blowout, could be a picture of your behind the scenes. Behind the scenes could be the tools you use to create the look. Could be how you organize your day. Could be what training you're going through to be a better stylist. Could be how you organize your supplemental income day with your hair day. It could be anything that's behind the scenes that you feel comfortable sharing, that you feel would showcase Lori as the professional and the awesome stylist that she is. So people tend to get very like this. They're like, I can only post hair. If you were going to get your hair done by someone, let's say you're going to get your nails done by someone, let's take it out of the hair world, and you follow them on Instagram and you saw them post 10 nail pics and you thought they were talented, would that be enough pics for you to feel like she knows what she's doing? I think I can book an appointment. Or would you need to see a lot more?
You need to see a lot more.
Okay, great. So I want you to showcase how many pictures you think, like put the brain on as like you're the client. How many pictures, and you don't have to say this now, but think about it. How many pictures do I need to post about my services I offer? So maybe it's 5 pictures of the keratin treatments, 5 pictures of the color, 5 pictures of the blowouts. So just start thinking about what you feel would be ideal. And you're posting once a week. So think about this. If you're going to post 5 pictures of keratin treatments, that's 5 weeks worth of content. That's a lot of, you got plenty of content for months. So I have a feeling that once you get in the hang of it, you're probably going to be posting more often. But let's just start simple. So you're going to make it. So now let's back up. You're showing up on Instagram. You're going to set up the account on Instagram. One. Do you have a Facebook account set up already, Lori?
I do have Facebook. So I was thinking, can we start there?
Totally. That's what I'm thinking. If you don't have an Instagram account set up, get to that when you get to it. And you're not even sure where your clients are. So start on Facebook because it's already set up and you already got the flow going. Facebook's so much easier to use, in my opinion. So let's scratch that. So we're showing up on Facebook now. You're going to show up on Mondays and you have a list of all the different things you want to talk about. So now you're going to write in your schedule, as long as you're good at getting things done when you say you're going to do them. For me, I just have to get it done by the end of the day. It doesn't necessarily have to be a specific time unless I'm doing like a live training or something like this. I know myself, I get my stuff done. But if you're kind of like, well, I'm poking around, I got a little ADD, put it in your schedule from noon to 1. Put that post out on Facebook. Like, be very literal. That's the time blocking that we talked about in the masterclass series. So be very literal. If you're like, I just need to put it on my schedule that day and it doesn't need to be at a certain time and you know yourself, then go ahead and do that. So either way, just make sure you're getting a post out on Facebook every week at the time that you think you can get it out there.
Okay.
And you have a list of all different topics you can talk about. So there you go. You have exactly what you need to show up on social. We know we need to, show up on social to promote our business. You know what day you're posting, you know what platform you're posting on, and we just talked about a bunch of different ideas of things you could post about.
Okay.
Any clarification that you need? How does that feel? Anything else you want me to add to? I don't want to give you too much because I don't want you to feel overwhelmed, but I'm happy to carry on a little bit more. I could talk about this for 14 hours. So but I want you to have action steps you feel comfortable with, and then we can check back in a few weeks from now.
Okay. Well, what I was gonna say, because what I would like to do is like myself to be able to come on and then introduce myself and the name of my business, the address, location, my email address, and also I just looked at my card here. I'm gonna show it to you.
Ooh, oh, so cute! I love that. So you want to do an introductory post, or do you want to do it? Okay, cool.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So this is what I'm going to do. When I hang up this call, I'm going to share a link right here in this thread. I created a blog like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. I share an introductory template in there. A template is like it has some verbiage and then you're going to fill in the blank, and then some more verbiage and you're going to fill in the blank. So it's an introductory template for you to use. So I'm going to share the blog with you. I'm going to share the link. Read the blog because I explain why and when and how we should do introductory posts on our social media pages. I do it once a month and I'm on social all the time. But once a month you get new followers and you get some people that don't see your posts and whatnot. And then I change up my introductory post. So I like that you're forward thinking. You're like, hey, I need to let people know who the heck I am. Why not start off with your first post that you're going to do? Maybe tonight when we get off the call, because it's Monday, you could do an introductory post. So I'm going to share that blog with you, and it has a template. You copy and paste the template and save it to the notes section of your phone, or actually put it inside the Facebook post But fill in the blanks first. Don't post it. You have to fill in the blanks. So, it'll say
Okay.
like, hi, my name is, and then you're going to put in Lori. I've been a
Okay.
stylist for blank, and you're going to put 20 years. My specialty is blank. So I'm going to share that link with you, and that will help get your brain going. You don't have to use it exactly, but that'll just get you inspired and get that verbiage filled in, and then get that post out there.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
How does that sound?
It sounds really good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it'd be great. Yeah, start with the introductory post. I think that's a great idea. And what I
Okay.
recommend, again, save that when you go to this blog, you'll see this template. Use that thing like once a month. Like and either use the exact same introductory post, but I recommend change it up a little bit. Let's say you said I specialize in keratin treatments when you post tonight. The next time you do it, I'm sure you specialize in more than one service. Say I
Okay.
specialize in, blowouts or whatever it is. So change that up.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then it gives you like inspiration for doing the introductory post. This stuff just takes some time. It takes some getting used to. I wasn't posting 6 days a week on 13 different platforms all the time. So it'd be like a good year to really get used to it and get into it, and then actually really like it, and then realize this is something I need to do for my business. So
Right. Right. Yeah, because it's very inspirational, and like you say, you're reaching people that you would have never probably reached had you not been, because your show wouldn't reach me, and
right,
I'm sitting up here like, wow, this is just amazing.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's amazing.
And I can give you one other example, and I did talk about this in the masterclass series, but Faye is a seasoned stylist. She just retired. She joined Glamhairus Academy last year. She's in my monthly membership, so we still work together. It's been over a year. And she said, Gina, I need to get new stylists at my salon. I'm not sure if you heard me talk about this in the masterclass series. And I said, okay. I go, what's the plan? Like, what's the deal? And she's like, I'm going to go into the beauty schools. I need more stylists. We're turning away clients. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're losing money. And she wants to sell the salon in a couple of years. So people coming to the salon calling saying, I want to get an appointment, and you don't have enough stylists, that's not going to look good when you want to sell it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, I'm going to go into the local beauty schools. I'm like, great. I'm like, have you done it yet? Now, we've been talking about this for months, her and I. She's like, no, I've been doing this and that and this and that. I'm like, Faye, you need to get in this. You're losing money. So she's like, I know, I'm going to the beauty schools. Okay, great. Go ahead and do that. And I'm like, have you done it yet? She's like, no. I'm like, okay. She's like, it's on my list of things to do. She's a very busy woman, and she's awesome. I love her. And I said, okay, Faye, let me give you another strategy. How you can find this, we'll call it ideal client, but really it's an ideal employee online in a Facebook group. I'm just going to give you this, Lori, just to think about. So just like you could go pass out your cards everywhere, and I still think that's a good idea. I'm not saying don't do that. So she could also go to the beauty school and source new potential stylists. You could also go in a private Facebook group. Now, she lives in Minnesota. It's a town I've never heard of. What I did was, and I shared this inside the monthly membership, I Googled her town, and I put in beauty schools in this town. And it brought up some beauty schools. And then I went to Facebook groups, and I typed in the beauty school. I can't remember the name of the beauty school was, but whatever it was called. Let's call it Jennifer Jackson Beauty School, whatever. So I typed in the Jennifer Jackson Beauty School in Facebook groups, and I saw it pop up. They have a private Facebook group for the students in either who have graduated from there or in it or want to join or whatever. There was like, let's say 2,600, there's a chunk of people in there. Like if it had like 5 people in there, I would try to find another beauty school, but it had like a bunch of people, like I want to say 2,600 people, like a lot of people. And then I looked, and it showed how many, like when was the last post? Oh, 3 hours ago. Okay, so it's an active group. So I requested to join the group. Now that's where I left it. I didn't carry on, but for her, Faye, she could go in there, and I call it poking around. Go in there. Make a list. What do you want in a new stylist? Do you want them to know this type of service? Do you want them to be this age? Do you want them to have this flexibility? Like with their schedule, like what do you want from them? And go in that group, pretend you're at like a party. Like go in there and just start making conversation. Like you see someone who's like super talented and upbeat or whatever it is that you want, start commenting in the threads, in the post. Go in there. I didn't actually go in there and do it, but this is what I've done in the past to source people that I want. Like this is what I teach in the academy, and this is what I know works. So all she has to do is go in there. So she can also go into the beauty school, but she can also sit on her couch in her sweatpants at 9 p.m. when everybody's in bed and go look in a private Facebook group at the local beauty school in the area and source and try to find new stylists that way. So
Yes.
think about that when it comes to your own business. Like,
Okay.
who is your ideal client? Where are they hanging out? Type in, go on your Facebook, and it says groups, join a group. Type in where you think, is she a stay-at-home mom? Is she a corporate executive? Is she in running groups? Like, what does she do on her pastime? Like, what are her
Okay.
passions? Is she a mom of twin 4-year-olds? Like, I mean, maybe that would be a good place to start with a Facebook group. You get in there and you start talking like you're at a party. Like, hey, you see someone complain about their hair. You see someone
Okay.
talking about their party they're going to, and that kind of thing. So then you friend them and you get to know them, and then you eventually reach out and send a direct message, or that kind of thing. You don't jump in and start selling. Just go in and start getting to know the people in the group. You wouldn't walk into a party where you didn't know anyone and be like, who wants
Yes.
their hair done? You'd be
Right.
going in there, you'd be asking them where they live, how many kids they have, like how long they
Uh-huh.
live in the area, like,
Yes.
what do they do on the weekends? Like, get to know the people in the private Facebook group where you think your ideal client hangs out. So
Okay.
that's what I would recommend. You can go to the place itself. You can walk, and go to the crowd where you think they are, which I still think a
Gotcha.
great idea, because you're going to the cleaners, you're going to the grocery store, you're doing the Uber Eats. Great. But also
Right.
try this strategy and see how it works. And right now you're not slammed with clients, so you
Uh-huh.
could get these strategies and get these ideas and start getting people in your chair like that.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Any
Okay.
follow-up questions with that strategy, Lori?
No, I just will have to. It's interesting you said that, because I was listening to something earlier today about how to know what customers that you want. And what you're talking, this strategy here, it also in ties with that. So it's
Yes.
like, you can talk to the people, you kind of, get to know them. And then when you get to know them, you can know if you want to do, and all customers are not for you,
Nope.
and if you got some that is, that say that they say, well, this stylist did this and this stylist did that. They constantly saying this stylist, then you know what? You
Go
don't want
back.
that in your, yeah, you
Yeah.
don't want that in your chair.
Or you need to either
So,
maybe change the way they think about things. Like, you could try that
yeah,
first. You could,
okay.
if they're driving, you could say, well, I know she did it this way, but you need to gain the trust from them. Gaining the
Mm-hmm.
trust from them, you can do many ways by just, being, by many ways, but one of the ways is, which is really easy and I highly recommend, is showing up online. They're going to be
Okay.
Googling your name, Lori Green. Who's this
Uh-huh.
Lori Green? They're looking to see if you're on IG, Facebook, if you have a website. If you could already be showcasing your expertise online and you're behind the scenes and how you provide value, and they see you on Facebook and then they book an appointment, Lori, I can guarantee you they are not going to be questioning you at all or nearly as much.
Okay.
So they're
Yeah.
Googling you before they find out who you are. If there's nothing for them to find, they have it in their own brain and they're going to use their examples of past stylists. If they saw you on Facebook and friended you, or saw your website or what, and saw that, like, oh, she's showing how to curl the hair, she's
Uh-huh.
talking about behind the scenes of the business, she's showcasing, a testimonial from a client, it's way easier to sell to that client. I'll say sell, maybe we'll talk them into
Uh-huh.
doing a blowout or a cut or whatever it is you want them to do, than it
Okay.
is for them to come in blindly. That's why it's
Gotcha.
so important to show up online. And again, online is blogging, Facebook, your website,
Mm-hmm.
all across the board online. So that's Glamhairus Academy in a nutshell. I teach stylists how to
Yeah.
show up online. It
Okay.
creates clarity, more confidence, they create more income, all that stuff, which you'll join hopefully next time. But in the meantime, you have
Okay.
lots of work to do, and so you get the
I
ball
know.
rolling until you need more assistance.
Okay. Right. So
You
my
know,
main thing right now is I need to just continue to take a lot more pictures and stuff, because I don't have a lot yet. I
that's
just only
okay.
have a few. And usually, well, right now, it's ranging like from like 40s to like 40 something, like right at almost 50 or older, something like that. Is what
Great,
I've been ranging in the,
great. And
yeah.
also, Lori, think about this. Do you do hair on friends and family too?
No, I don't. Well, I do have a lady, a friend of mine's. I do her hair.
Well, if
Um,
you have any friends or family you do hair on, take pictures of them. Like, it doesn't have to be a
okay,
paying client in the chair. It could be the neighbor that comes to your house that you give a discount to. So just think about that too. Also, one
okay,
last thing I'll say, so you're not like, I'm overwhelmed, there's too much. So one more thing, and you can rewatch this. I'm going to save this in this class, in this group. So rewatch it as much as you want.
okay.
Um, I recommend inside my programs, and I've done this myself, like I wanted to talk about a top. I remember doing this myself years ago. And so this is why I teach this strategy in my program. I wanted to talk about a top knot. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do my own hair. What am I going to do? I pull up a picture of Gwen Stefani in a top knot. And I talked about like how to do it, what products you would use. I put her picture on my social. What does it matter if it's a celebrity or someone, or even not a celebrity, someone you go on Pinterest, you save their picture, you put it online, and you just talk about the like if it's an ombre color or a vivid hair or whatever it is that you want to talk about, find someone online and post it. Isn't that, you're not saying this is my client. You're saying, look how great she looks in it. Like, let's just say Gwen Stefani, look how great she looks with this top knot. What I'd recommend to do this style would be this kind of brush, this kind of sectioning, this kind of comb. Why can't you use people online? Or celebrities are even more fun because everyone knows who they are.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
Does that feel like exciting?
Yeah, well, like I said, I got a couple of people that are like lady friends of mine I have done their hair recently. 2 ladies that they have let me did their hair. That are a friend of mine. Yeah.
For sure. They owe you. You are owed a picture of their hair. And
right.
If you're going to start collecting testimonials, which again, I swear this is the last suggestion I'm going to give you, but get testimonials from your friends and family first. Get them to write a review on Yelp for you. Get them to send them a couple questions about their recent service. Ask them to send it to you even in a text. Who cares? Copy and paste it. Put a picture of them on your social media. Put it in quotes. You could take some out. Like if you want to make it, like if they put 3 paragraphs, you just put the 1 paragraph if you want. Mm-hmm. Put it in quotes. Put the picture of them. Tag them in the picture if they say it's okay. And put like, it was so fun styling Stephanie's hair. No one needs to know she's your neighbor. No one needs to know you gave her half off. And you put in quotes. Look what she had to say about her updo. And you put it in quotes and you put that on social.
Gotcha.
I would highly recommend getting testimonials because it shows it's social proof that you're amazing when you're getting, which you know you are, I know you are as a stylist, but other people are saying specifically why you're amazing. You're putting it in quotes.
Okay. I put that on my notes. Boy, when I get there, I'm gonna really be good.
I love it. I'm so excited to see your journey. I'm so glad that you wanted to come live. Like sometimes it's nerve-wracking, but thank you for showing up live, Lori. Yes, and please tell me in a week or 2, comment back in this thread and let me know what's going on, what you've tried, what's working, what's not. Like I'm saving this video in this group so other people can see like, oh, look at Lori. She had 4 clients. She's got 8 clients now. Like, what's she doing? So we want to see the progress. So share it either in this private Facebook group or actually in this video thread here.
Gotcha. Okay. And you'll send me the link for the
blog with the introductory post. I'm actually going to put it in the comments here. So if anyone else wants it, they'll have it too. So I'll share the link when I end this call, the actual blog that has the template, the introductory template. Go through that and just play around with that. You'll get inspired there too. Okay. Yay.
I'm excited.
Okay. I'm excited for you, Lori. Please let us know the progress.
I will do. Okay.
Okay, dear. Have a great night. I'll see you soon.
Okay. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. See ya. Thanks for watching, friends. I'm going to end this call. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye-bye.